lesson 113, which is part of the third review of A Course in Miracles. Welcome to the Qigong support for A Course in Miracles students. I am Judith and you're at the Lucid Mind Center. So now at this particular height, we are mixing it up a little bit. You have become a Qigong ACIM student or ACIM Qigong student. So we are going to connect to the Qi, to the light force, to the central channel first, before we start reading the lesson and contemplate it. And then at the end of the reading, I'm going to recommend to you a specific Qigong class, which I have recorded specifically for this review lesson. Before we start, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Let me know where you're watching from and how long you've been with A Course in Miracles. Also, I would like to know how this is going for you. How is the course going for you, and how do you like my readings and my Qigong classes? So we're going to do a very short Qigong warm-up now. You can sit on a chair. If you're sitting on a chair, you can come to the edge of your chair and basically touch your feet. Make sure that all your that your sitting bones and your knees are more or less on the same height, and that you are sitting on the edge of your chair. Or you can come and sit like me, and just making sure that your central channel is straight. That means from the crown of your head all the way down to the perineum, and your back is straight. If you can't sit straight like this, then you can put a pillow under your sitting bones, so you are straighten up a little bit. But this is going to be very short. We are just going to warm up and become aware of our connection to our Holy Spirit, our Holy Self. So the first thing what I want you to do is close your eyes. Remember your central channel, your pillar of light. If it's the first time you're doing Qigong with me, I would suggest you watch the video how Qigong can help you as a Course in Miracles student. The link is below in the description. Remember that central channel. Imagine that you're growing a tail down into the earth. And that you're growing a dragon's tail, which is growing deep into the earth. And then you can just start shaking that tail, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through the mouth. Just imagining that that tail is growing deeper and deeper towards the center of the earth, connecting you with the confidence and trust of Mother Earth. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. Very good. Notice how you feel. Very good. And we are just going to wake up our belly. So we are just going to knock on our belly, on our intestines, in the direction of the peristalsis. That means you are coming up on the right, going over to the left, and going down on the left. You're basically following the digestive movement. Just want to wake up the organs today and just say, we are going to be connecting to our higher self, and I need you to work together with me. And you need to have all those split off virtues to actually work together with you. Such as courage, trust, patience, unconditional love, inner peace. Very good. Notice how you feel, and then go into the back, and now wake up the kidneys. You know that the kidneys is which are storing the fear, and behind the kidneys, this is where the peace and love is stored. So you just want to inner peace is stored. So you just want to open this up, make yourself aware of them. Very good. Then just touch your kidneys. Notice the warmth of your hands. If you notice your hand being really warm, that means your kidneys are Qi deficient. They actually need quite a bit of Qi. So I suggest you do some Qigong classes for the kidneys. This is the Qigong classes which are blue. They are all color-coded. Very good. The blue one is connected with water, and this is connected with the kidneys. Very good. And then you just put your hands back on your knees and wag that tail. Let go of any fear, of any residue of fear, which is not helpful. Letting go. of fear, and allowing the inner peace to return to your awareness. Very good. And we are just going to connect to our higher self. So you bring out your hands to the sides. Notice the energy you're feeling in your hands. And now we are going to connect to our Holy Self or our Holy Spirit and bring this awareness deep into our body, exhaling down. Let's do it again. So we open up, connect to that source energy, inhale up, and now exhale down and bring it into the center of your being. Notice how this light, you can actually imagine a light, how this light is shining down through the center of your body, and exhale down. Put a smile on your face. And this time we're going to exhale through the nose. We are kind of tonifying that particular central channel. Let's do it again. Inhale up and exhale now through the nose. Imagine that you are exhaling the light into the center of your being. And one more. Silent breath now. And last one. Put your hands on your knees, close your eyes and observe how you feel for a moment. Notice the connection, notice the awareness of your higher self within you. Very good. And now let's read our lesson and contemplate what it has to say. What message are we receiving today from our higher self? This idea belongs to lesson 95. I am one self, united with my Creator. Serenity and perfect peace are mine, because I am one self, completely whole, at one with all creation and with God. Beautiful lesson. You are that one self. And the Course in Miracles is daily trying to remind us of that and giving us all different kind of tools of how to remember that we are that one self, forever united with our Creator. And the Qigong is going to help you anchor it in your awareness, anchor it into your consciousness, because that is what you are. You're just remembering something which you are already are. You have just forgotten. And the second idea, which belongs to lesson 96, salvation comes from my one self. Salvation comes from that one self. And salvation is undoing this world of terror and fear. Salvation means that you are supposed to be in joy and happiness, to be in constant joy and happiness and appreciating life and the world. From my one self, whose knowledge still remains within my mind, I see God's perfect plan for my salvation perfectly fulfilled. And on the hour you say, I am one self, united with my Creator. And on the half an hour you say, salvation comes from my one self. So as I have suggested for you before, write this lesson on a big A4 piece of paper. And when you're doing the Qigong class together with me, you lay this piece of paper next to you. So when you glance at it, you can read it from where you are standing, if you should forget your lesson. From your one self, whose knowledge still remains within your mind, your one self and its knowledge remains in your mind. And your mind is not only in your head. In fact, the mind, which is really important, is that mind which is in your lower bellies. As I have explained to you a few lessons ago, the kidneys is the ones which are storing the fear. And the kidneys are about on the height of the liver and the spleen. So there's like the fear line. And what we need to do is we need to go below that fear line to sink back into the awareness of who we truly are, our unconditional love and the holy child of God, and all this beautiful joy, peace, and love as we have practiced yesterday. So we kind of need to think beyond that belt of fear, because that unconditional love is anchored below that belt of fear. It's like anchored below, and we need to think below that, into that true self of ours, into that sea of consciousness, into that sea of Qi, as the Qigong is suggesting, into the sea of God, maybe, sea of universal intelligence, which is always connected to the Creator. Salvation comes from that one self, which is abiding deep within you. And it's always there. We just haven't been taught it, and we have forgotten about it through our upbringing. So here is the Qigong class, which I have recorded, especially for this particular lesson. Here you have got the list of Qigong classes, which you can apply to any of the Course in Miracles lessons if you would like to try another one. And here you have got the Course in Miracles lessons, which are already recorded. Enjoy.